So, part 2 of my monthly pickup, because my video is going to be over 40 minutes long. I wish I had more to say. So yeah, it's been an interesting month. I'm pretty excited. I will just, well, let's roll that stuff. This one, I stopped at a thrift store, and I've stopped at this thrift store before, and I actually mentioned it last month. This is the one that just started slicing prices, so I actually ended up taking all the stickers off, so I honestly can't remember what I paid for all of these, but I can tell you I paid below market value for all. I got Rocket Power for the PlayStation 2, and I got this for Reddington because I know he loves anything Nickelodeon. I do too, if I'm honest, but I know he definitely loves it more than I do, so I figured, why not? And then I got Indigo Prophecy. I wanted to look at what... I already own Indigo Prophecy, but I wanted to try and get a better version of Indigo Prophecy. I couldn't remember whether mine was really beat up. I don't know. I had this feeling mine was beat up, so I figured I'd grab this one. And as I mentioned before, any kind of horror stuff generally sells pretty well online. Like, I bought Condemned Criminal Origins, or was it Bloodshot? No, Criminal Origins. I bought Condemned Criminal Origins from the same thrift store, and when I posted it to eBay, it sold that night for like $15-16, and I only paid like $4 or $5 for it. I really didn't pay that much money for it, so I did make a profit off of it. And then I bought Just Dance 2 because the same thing happened with Just Dance 2 where I posted it to eBay and not even 20 minutes later it sold right away, and it sold for asking price. So I figured I would just try to replicate it and see if Just Dance 2 sells really well on eBay, if people just really want it. I don't know. And then if not, then I just have an extra copy of Just Dance, which will eventually sell because this just seems like a game series that people just want to buy and play for nostalgia purposes and for it's a goofy game. A couple of other things from that one yard sale with all of the $2 games. I actually saw this Family Guy VMU thing for the PSP because Reddington also did a Family Guy video, and I bought this for him. It ends up it's just Family Guy episodes, so it was kind of a waste of money. I thought it was a game, but it was only like $2 or something, or $1, so I just thought it was more funny than anything. The other thing was I bought this Thumb Wars VMU thing, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. It's kind of dirty, you have to clean it all up, but it was only $1, and I got this for Reddington in case, I don't know, sometimes I see stuff in the yard sales and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pick that up because I think it's gonna be funny. So, this is one of those examples. So I also bought some DVDs too. And this was all at that big DVD yard sale collection. I got Rick and Morty Season 1 on Blu-ray, and I love Rick and Morty. I really love Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty more than one person should love Rick and Morty, which is ironic because I also got a Back to the Future VHS. Not at the same yard sale, but I saw this and I was like, what the hell is that? That seems like something somebody would want. And so I picked it up. It was like 50 cents for it. So Rick and Morty Season 1. I got The Mask. It just seemed like a good one to grab. I got 30 Days and Nights. I think Reddington already has this one. So there's a couple of them that I'm gonna sell. Boondock Saints. It's such a solid movie, so how could you not grab it? The guy told me if I bought 12 DVDs, he'd give me a deal, so I just started picking up stuff that seemed interesting. Tarzan. I feel like Disney DVDs are sometimes pretty hard to find. And it depends what they are, because, like, I don't think I've ever seen this one on DVD. But I never actually went out looking for it, so, maybe that's why. Coyote Ugly. I wish I had a reason. I don't. The Strangers, again, we just passed the Halloween season, so maybe I might save this for next year. I feel like horror DVDs sell moderately well. And this one's a pretty good movie, so... And then we have the Goofy Movie 1 and 2. I have no intentions on selling these. Most of the DVDs I probably end up keeping because I do actually enjoy owning DVDs. So, but some of those I have doubles of, and I just kind of picked them up because the guy was giving me a deal on them. Then we have some VHSs. I already showed you the Back to the Future one. We have Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Probably just going to sell this one, but I wanted to just grab it because, like, the VHSs were like 50 cents, and sometimes, like, VHSs will actually sell pretty well. I had some VHSs that were, like, dancing, and they were music videos that were literally on VHSs, and I sold them for $15 to $30 a piece. So, just, keep in mind that even though it may seem like junk to you, it may be actually very valuable to somebody else. And then we got freaking Captain Planet. And I love Captain Planet.
Captain Planet! Captain Planet! Captain Planet!
He's our hero. He's gonna take pollution down to 0. But yeah, I love Captain Planet. I saw it and there was no way I wasn't gonna grab it. I have no intention of actually watching it, but I'm definitely keeping it because I love Captain Planet. I shouldn't love Captain Planet as much as I do. And then Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan. Clearly, I love Harley Quinn and all the things that come around with loving Harley Quinn. So, yeah. Speaking of Harley Quinn, thank you for reminding me. Hey, Harley Quinn, piggy bank. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with her, but she's adorable, and she'll probably just hang out on a shelf somewhere or chilling somewhere around here. We'll just put her right here. Okay. So, alright, we're going to do this one because the bag's making so much noise. Literally, this was the last yard sale I stopped at one day, and it's just a bag full of, oh my god, controllers. So, I don't really sell controllers on my eBay shop. I've sold like 1 or 2, and I figured I was going to try and get into the market of selling them because I run into them so often at yard sales. The whole bag of controllers was like $10. So I decided to just, there's a couple of them, like definitely the NES and the SNES ones. They're going to get sold right away. But there was some Genesis controllers and there was some PlayStation 2 controllers, but they were aftermarket ones. Like this one's aftermarket and I believe it glows and everything. So I don't know, maybe I'll try to sell it. Maybe I might keep it. I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet. I have so many PlayStation 2 controllers. These are like a dime a dozen. I might even just hold on to it and maybe at some point do like a flip and post it on the Facebook Marketplace and try and sell it that way. But for $10 for the whole bag, I couldn't say no. This was probably my favorite one because it's like all pink and stuff and it's a USB. So I figured I could probably use this when I'm streaming. Just, it's nice to have a wired controller, especially when you're doing stuff on the computer. There's certain games that are like almost unplayable. Although they are for PC, they're kind of unplayable. I know that the Man of Medan was absolutely horrible on the controller. No, I know Man of Medan was absolutely horrible on keyboard and mouse. I tried to actually play it and I ended up giving up and going to get Remington's wired Razer controller. So if this will work with my computer, because it is USB, I'm definitely going to keep it. And if it glows all pink and stuff like that, that'd be so cool. Like, I don't know. I think just glowing controllers are just like the coolest thing in the world. And then, like I said, there are some Genesis controllers, and I already have a lot of Genesis controllers. I actually have a breast cancer Genesis controller, which I got off of limited run games, which is a whole nother video. I'm not really a huge fan of limited run games, but I bought it because it supposedly supported breast cancer awareness and all that stuff. So I got it, and that's the one I use when I play the Genesis, but I do need more Genesis controllers because all of the ones that I've had as a kid, and most of them are broken because little kids don't take care of their stuff. So these are actually in like fantastic shape. They're in really good shape. So I'm probably going to keep the Genesis ones. I already have a bunch of NES and SNES controllers, so I might just not throw those out, but, try and flip those. But $10 for a whole bag. If I could sell these all for a couple bucks a piece, I'll make my money back on it, no problem. And I think the thing that sold me on buying these, besides trying to get into the, reselling market, is this USB converter. So basically, it converts your controller so you can use it for the computer. So you can use pretty much any controller for the computer. And when I was talking to the guy, he said he sold all his systems and all the other stuff. But the reason why he had all the controllers was for like emulators, which I thought was pretty cool. So I actually forgot about this game. It got stuck in the same bag with all the controllers. This was another Goodwill find, and it's Siphon Filter. And the only reason why I got it was I actually passed this game like 3 or 4 times at the Goodwill, like separate days. And then I eventually just looked at it and I was like, I'm just going to grab it. And the reason why is because I got that Siphon Filter, hopefully I'm saying the game's name right, Siphon Filter 2 for the PlayStation 1. I got that and I was like, well, if I already have this one, maybe I should get this one. And I'll just grab it because then it's kind of making a particular franchise collection complete or whatever. So I was like, you know what, just pick it up. Like, I didn't save a huge amount of money buying it, especially because the games at Goodwill go for $4.99, which is ridiculous sometimes, but I figured, whatever, I'll just grab it, and, not really that big of a deal. This one I was a little ticked off about. I had messaged this lady, she was having a yard sale, and she had PlayStation 1 games, and she was supposed to hold them to the side for me, And when I got there, she had them all out, so most of the good games were already gone. And I would have went there right away had I known she was going to do that. Not that I expect anybody to hold games for me, but I went going there under the pretense that she was going to hold them for me, and I was going to be the first to be able to go through them. So I went to like 3 other yard sales in the morning, not worrying about it. But if I had known that she was going to do that, I would have went straight there. But it's okay. I got these 2 Rugrats games for the PlayStation 1. They were $5 each, which to me was like a lot for a yard sale, which is why I only bought the 2 games. And I bought them because, again, I mentioned several times, especially in this video, we got a lot of Nickelodeon stuff this month. Nickelodeon and nostalgia always seems to be like a good reason to buy something. I actually already own this one, which is great because I believe it's the more expensive. I believe I can sell this for $15. So if I can sell it for that much and I can make my money back on it, that's all I care about. I actually bought it not to resell it, but because I thought I didn't already own it. And then when I got to my price charting thing and I looked into it and I was like, oh, I already own it, so I can just resell this one. But like, you know, I didn't buy it with the intent to resell. It just kind of worked out that way. So this whole one was actually my first purchase of the month, and it was my most expensive one, and I got in touch with my friend over at History Explained. I actually am good friends with his girlfriend, and he has an amazing channel, and you should definitely check it out. He does history videos, and they're very thorough, really good to watch. Like, oh, like, he knows his stuff. But anyway, hit me up, or actually his girlfriend hit me up for him, and was getting rid of a bunch of GameCube games. And he did give me a really good price. He priced them all out. I paid $150, but the value of this lot is over $300. And we got a huge stack here of just games. So there is a there's a Phantasy Star Online game in here. I think it's episode 1 and 2 plus, and it goes for like $90. But it's the thing is with this one is some of them have games in there, some of them are just cases, and some of them are just CDs, and they're all mixed up in together. So the thing with this lot is not every case fits games. So there's a Phantasy Star Online game in there that is like worth like $90, and I don't have the case and everything for it, so I have to get that. I have a bunch of loose disc things too that were in there that I just wanted to show. A Game Shark 1, a Tekken 5, which I have Tekken 5 in here as well, and then a Star Wars PC game. There's Guitar Hero. I think this is just the case though, yeah. Some of these are just the cases. Sonic Heroes, I believe I got last month. I have to double check, so I'm probably going to flip this one because I don't need it. Probably same thing with Guitar Hero. I'll probably just flip the case. I don't really have any intentions on keeping things that I already own. Destroy All Humans, I believe this one's just the case as well, so this one I'll probably also just flip. Oh no, I lied, it was Sonic Riders that we got last month. So yeah, Sonic Riders, this one doesn't have the manual, so I'll probably just flip this one as well. I bought it because he had Animal Crossing, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted the lot, but he didn't have the game. I already knew going in he didn't have the game, which was fine. I really wanted the case. I was going to do the whole pairing thing like I mentioned before. But I'll interject with that in a bit. So I was really happy just to get the case. To me, just getting this was whole worth it, because the case alone for this goes for like $20. It's not... Getting Animal Crossing is not an affordable game for some reason. And then there's a Star Fox Assault, which is just the case. Again, I don't know if I'm going to keep all the ones that are just... I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do with everything in this yet. I might just go through and get rid of things that are just cases and keep just games and things like that. I haven't figured it out yet. And then there's Mario Golf, which this one's there. Super Mario Baseball. And it actually has Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't read that one. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game in there. So we have Custom Robo. The price, I don't remember the price of these, but some of these are actually fairly expensive games. So we have Sonic. This one's in there. Another Sonic game. I believe this one's in there too. Oh no, I lied. So this one is this is the most expensive game in the lot. This is that $90 game. So I will definitely at some point buy the case and manual for that one. I have to figure out what to do with it until I get to that point. I might just leave it in this case and get the other one. But yeah, I have to. So there's ones that I have to either get the case and manual for or whatever. The Final Fantasy, another Final Fantasy game, which is in there. And I'll probably, as I'm editing, I'll put the prices in there of what they are. Shadow the Hedgehog. That's what I feel like how they do the game. This one's just a case, but it does have Kirby Air Ride in there, and then Shinobi. So yeah, some of these are decently priced. That Kirby game, I believe, itself goes for like 40 bucks and whatever. Like I said, I haven't entirely figured out what I'm going to do with all of these games. I also got a Wavebird with it, and I need to get a battery cover, but those are pretty cheap to find online, and I might get like a repair kit for it because I'm missing the cover for the joystick, but that's not a big deal. I've opened up controllers before, Reddington's opened up controllers before, so that wouldn't really be too hard to fix. But yeah, I really do appreciate you giving me a discount on the games, and they're pretty awesome. I do have this Marvel Super Squad DS game, and the reason why it's just chilling out here without anything is I actually bought a red DS Lite at a yard sale for $10, but I flipped it online for $60, so I have no proof that I actually did that, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it, because I actually did do that. So that was one of the things that I got this month and sold, so that was a pretty good flip. It's funny because when I posted that, I was worried that I wasn't gonna sell it for that much. I actually had the intention of only making like 20 bucks off of it, and someone bought it now. I put it as a buy it now for $60, and I really didn't think anyone was gonna buy it. It's weird. And if you watched my latest video, the one that was posted before this, I already mentioned that I actually did end up getting the complete Animal Crossing for the GameCube. And yeah, I spent the money on it. Yeah, I spent $40 on it. Well, technically I spent $30 and spent, $10 for shipping. But I regret nothing because I'm so glad I own it. Now, there's only a couple of Animal Crossing games that I need to do to complete the whole Animal Crossing collection. I only need Happy Home Designer Edition, which for some reason in my video I just kept calling Happy Home Edition. It's because the DS is called Happy Home Designer Edition, so I just kept erasing out the designer part, but you guys knew what I meant. And then City Folk. I believe that's the only two that I don't have for Animal Crossing, but I'll get those at some point. Okay, so that's the video. Pretty much, we had a really exciting month for October, and now I get to go through and catalog all my games, which is my favorite part of the month. I'm hoping at some point to do another game room tour, because just doing these consistent monthly videos, my collection has grown so much. There's actually a bookshelf that I have to build up, which I might do after I'm done with this video. We'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Boop. And then make sure to comment what your favorite pickup of the month was, because I'm not gonna know unless you tell me. And yeah. And you should probably go follow me on Twitch. It's around here somewhere. And like me on all my other social media so you can see all the strange things that I post. Usually it's pictures of food and dogs and sometimes video game related stuff. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.